If you've been feeling cold all the time after 55, this video is for you. Your hands feel like ice. Your feet are perpetually cold in bed. You're wearing layers when everyone else in the room seems comfortable. You ask for the thermostat to be turned up and your wife rolls her eyes. You've started carrying a sweater everywhere, even in summer. Most men dismiss this as just being older. They blame circulation. They blame the weather. They blame their bedroom being cold. They blame just about everything except what is actually happening. Here's what the research consistently shows. Persistent cold intolerance in men over 50 is almost never random. It is one of the most reliable early signals of an underfunctioning thyroid gland, a condition that affects an estimated 10 to 20% of older American adults, and one of the most underdiagnosed hormonal issues in men of this age group. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what your thyroid does, why it begins to fail in men after 50, the 4 most common signs that yours is already underperforming, and the specific tests you should ask your doctor for that go beyond what's covered in a standard checkup. Stay with me until sign number 3. That's the one most men have written off as completely unrelated to their hormones, and it's one of the most telling thyroid signals there is. First, let's understand what the thyroid actually does. Your thyroid is a small butterfly-shaped gland sitting at the base of your neck. Despite its size, it controls one of the most important systems in your body, metabolic rate, the speed at which every cell in your body produces energy and converts fuel into action. The thyroid produces 2 main hormones, T4, which is the storage form, and T3, which is the active form your cells actually use. The body converts T4 into T3 as needed, and T3 acts on receptors in nearly every tissue: heart, brain, muscles, skin, gut, hair, bones. When thyroid hormone levels are healthy, every system in your body operates at the right speed. Your body temperature stays stable, your energy is reliable, your weight is easier to manage, your hair grows, your skin holds moisture, your brain stays clear. When thyroid hormone levels are even mildly low, every one of these systems slows down at once. Your body becomes harder to keep warm, your energy drops, your weight climbs, your hair thins, your skin dries, your brain fogs. This is called hypothyroidism, and in its most common form in older men, subclinical hypothyroidism, the symptoms are there, but the standard tests often miss it. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association and Endocrine Reviews has documented that subclinical hypothyroidism becomes significantly more common with age, particularly in men over 60. The Wickham survey, a major long-term study on thyroid function, found that thyroid dysfunction in older adults is consistently under-recognized and undertreated. This is the gap your symptoms may be falling into. Your standard labs come back normal, but your body is telling you something different. Let's go through the 4 most common signs. Sign number 1, cold intolerance. This is the most universal symptom and the most under-recognized. Thyroid hormone helps regulate body temperature by driving the metabolic rate of every cell in your body. When thyroid function declines, your cells produce less heat. You feel cold not because the room is cold, but because your internal heat production has dropped. The classic pattern is cold hands, cold feet, cold while others are warm, wearing more layers than people around you, reaching for heat as soon as you sit still. If this has become your normal in the last few years, do not assume it is age. It is one of the most direct signals your thyroid can send. Sign number 2, fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. This is another sign that overlaps with several other hormonal issues, including DHEA decline and cortisol dysregulation that I've covered in earlier videos. The unique thyroid pattern is a heavy, full-body fatigue, the kind that feels different from just being tired. Low thyroid fatigue is global. Your muscles feel heavy when you move. Your brain feels slow when you think. Your motivation is dampened, even for things you used to enjoy. This is your metabolism running at the wrong speed. Sign number 3, the one most men have never connected: hair changes, especially the thinning of the outer third of your eyebrows. This is one of the most specific physical signs of thyroid dysfunction in older men, and almost no one knows about it. The outer edges of your eyebrows are particularly sensitive to thyroid hormone. When thyroid function declines, these areas often thin first. Most men don't notice because the change is gradual, but once you know to look, it is striking. In clinical medicine, this finding has a name. It's called Hertoghe's sign, and it has been recognized for over a century as a marker of low thyroid function. Yet it almost never appears in routine medical checkups today. The same hormone affects scalp hair, body hair, skin moisture, and sometimes nail health. If you've noticed your hair has been thinning across multiple regions of your body, not just male pattern baldness on the top of your head, but a more general thinning, your thyroid is worth checking. This is one of the oldest signs in endocrinology and one of the most consistently missed in modern medical practice. Sign number 4. Unexplained weight gain despite eating the same. Your diet hasn't changed, your activity level hasn't changed, but the weight has crept up, especially around the middle in the face. The scale moves in the wrong direction even when you're doing nothing differently. This is what an underperforming thyroid does. It lowers your basal metabolic rate, the number of calories your body burns at rest. Even small reductions in thyroid output can produce measurable weight gain over months and years, without you changing anything else. If you've been gaining weight in a way that doesn't match your behavior, your thyroid is sending you a signal. Here's what to do. 3 concrete moves. Move 1. Ask for the right tests. This is the most important step, because standard thyroid testing often misses the problem. Most doctors check only TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, the signal your pituitary sends to your thyroid to make more hormone. If TSH is in the lab normal range, most doctors stop there. But TSH alone does not tell the full story. The more comprehensive panel includes TSH, free T4, free T3, reverse T3, and thyroid antibodies, particularly anti-TPO and anti-thyroglobulin. This panel reveals not just whether your thyroid is working, but how well it is converting storage hormone to active hormone, and whether your immune system is attacking it. Many men have TSH in the normal range, but free T3 in the low end. They feel hypothyroid, but standard tests say they're fine. The full panel catches what the single test misses. Ask your doctor for the comprehensive thyroid panel. If they push back, you can explain you've been having symptoms and want a thorough workup. Most will agree. Move 2. Support thyroid function through nutrition. 2 specific minerals matter most. Iodine, which is the raw material your thyroid uses to make hormone. Most American diets contain enough iodine through iodized salt, but men who eat mostly unprocessed or restaurant food may be running low. Seafood, eggs, and dairy are reliable food sources. Selenium, which is essential for the conversion of T4 to T3. The richest food source is Brazil nuts. Just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts a day provides the daily selenium target for most men. Sardines, tuna, eggs, and sunflower seeds also contain selenium. These are nutritional fundamentals, not pharmaceuticals, but they matter more than most men realize. Move 3. Reduce thyroid disruptors. Certain substances in modern American life suppress thyroid function. The most common include excessive soy intake, chronic high stress because cortisol suppresses T4 to T3 conversion, some environmental chemicals like perchlorates and bromides, and chronic under-earing or extreme low-carb dieting. You don't need to eliminate these entirely, but awareness matters. Men over 50 who consume large amounts of soy protein, who live under chronic stress, or who follow very restrictive diets for extended periods may be quietly suppressing their thyroid output without realizing it. Here's what I want you to take from this video. Cold hands, persistent fatigue, thinning hair, slow weight creep, brain fog. If you've been carrying any of these for years and you've been told your thyroid is fine because your TSH is in range, you may be one of the millions of American men with subclinical thyroid dysfunction that has gone undetected. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are not simply aging. Your metabolism may be running at the wrong speed, and the lab the doctor ran may not have been thorough enough to catch it. The thyroid is one of the most responsive glands in your body when given proper attention. Many men, once they identify the issue and address it with their physician, report meaningful improvements within months. Energy returns, cold tolerance improves, hair stabilizes, the fog clears. But none of this happens until you know. If this video helped you, share it with another man over 50 who has been feeling cold and tired for too long. Most men have lived with thyroid signals for years and never connected the dots. Sharing this with one person you care about could be the nudge that gets them tested for real. And please, always consult a qualified physician about persistent symptoms or before requesting additional tests. What we covered today is research-based education, not personalized medical advice. In the next video, I'm going to take you into one of the most powerful and least understood hormonal cycles in older men. The reason why some men over 60 sleep deeply and wake up refreshed every single morning, and others lie awake at 3 a.m. with their minds racing, sleep that breaks, and mornings that feel exhausted before they begin. There is a specific hormone that drops by as much as 70% in men over 60, and the men who keep it high are the men who keep their sleep and almost everything else intact. If you want to understand your body better as you age, subscribe. Because the most powerful thing a man over 50 can do is not push harder. It's understand deeper. I'll see you in the next one.